So now you know, if you get a wig from my friend AJ, you know how to make it look like salon perfect. So this is the wig that AJ custom made for me. We're going to do a roller set. I have my spray bottle, my jumbo rollers, and these clips that hold the rollers in place. I don't have to use that clip in the front to leave that heavy marked line. So you want to make sure that you go through and section off. You can do big sections, small sections. Just keep in mind, the bigger the section, the longer it's going to take the hair to dry. Make sure it's pretty saturated. You can also do with this when the hair is freshly washed and still damp. And you just want to go through and section off each piece, comb it out. Run the roller around it, make sure the hairs are smooth, because obviously however it dries, it's going to dry. So if there's a crease in the hair, it's going to still have that crease when the hair is dry. But yeah, I'm just going through and sectioning off each section, making sure it's pretty well saturated, and just, you know, running the rollers around it and clipping it depending on where it's at. I either clip with that black clip or I clip it with the original clip that came with the rollers itself. Once you're done, this is what it should look like. I mean, you can do however you like. I just like it going back because it'll give you the most volume. Now we are on to 2 days, a day and a half later, and we're taking the rolls out, y'all. Can we really get into how nice and bouncy and fluffy this hair just like looks? I'm just like so in awe. Like, everything about this wig and this hair for me is perfect. Like, and I know you guys see it, so you're seeing it for yourself. Obviously this process is a little bit of a lengthy process, but the results are totally worth it. If you have not tried a minimal heat style, don't say I didn't tell you. I have another one coming, so you guys got to make sure you stay tuned for that. But just look at this volume. Like, it's really just everything. I love this so much. I decided to take some pictures and some videos and send it for AJ so that he can see it. And I think he's probably going to try it himself, because, y'all, I know y'all see it. Now I'm just going through and I'm combing out the curls. And you can see, like, the hair is just voluminous. It's fluffy. Now I am going to go in with my hot comb, which you guys will see here in a second, but I'm also going to go in with my heat protectant first. If you guys haven't checked this out, make sure you do. It is an amazing, it's very lightweight heat protectant that you can use on any texture hair. I just choose to use it on my extensions, but I'm just going through. I did put a little bit too much, but I'm like, you know what, better safe than sorry. And it's also, like, you'll see at the end where it's still pretty lightweight, but I tried to focus it on the ends and then also make sure that the roots had ample of this heat protectant. I don't even know if it's a heat protectant, but that's how I use it. I've been making stuff up, but yeah, so make sure that a lot of it was on the roots, because again, that's what I'm going to be going over with that hot comb. Now I'm just going in and defining the part, because how I roller set the hair, the part kind of does get messed up, but I do it that way because I like how it falls volume wise. Now I have my hot comb, it's on a setting 10. I don't know what that's equivalent to temperature wise, and I'm just going over. You can kind of see I'm doing it really quick. I'm not really like staying in one section too long. One, I don't want to burn the lace, and two, as you can see, the hair really does not need a lot, so I just kind of comb through it like you would a regular comb, except this one is heated just to get, like, the little bit of bumps out of the hair that the rollers have left in place. So just want to make sure you go through every section where you don't want that excess volume. And as you guys can see, it's like really coming together very nicely. So once I think I've achieved the look that I'm going for, I'm just going to go back in with that big, I guess it's a rake comb, and just comb through the hair. Now, I'm sorry about the lighting. I don't know why the lighting keeps going in and out from light to dark. I don't know what setting my camera's on. I did decide to go in with my Nutrient Slick Stick, as you guys heard me mention before about this wig. I didn't really care too much for how the short hairs stick up, and this definitely helps it to lay down. I completely forgot that I had this, so since I was going for a sleeker look, I decided, I was like, you know what, might as well just put that on the hair and then just go over with the hot comb. World of difference. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely try it. It does give you that more like polished hairline look. Now I've been going back and forth with whether or not to trim, or as I call it, dusting the front of the hair, but I realized in order for the hair to fall the way I wanted it to fall, I have to trim it. Now I didn't take off too much because I mainly wear this in its natural state, and if you cut hair while it's straight, it's not going to fall the same way it fell in its natural curl pattern. So just be mindful of that. But like I said, again, I just felt as though it needed it. I didn't take off too much just because, again, I just don't want to change the way the hair falls too much, but I just took off what I thought was needed. So I'm just going through and just doing that, because whenever I do style my wigs, I do definitely like for them to look a little bit more polished. So just kind of tapering it down, maybe took off like 2 inches, but just really just in the front. And what you did on one side, you gotta do on the other side. So I'm just going in and doing the same thing on the other side, because again, it just needed that kind of more of a feathered look, and I wasn't getting it without cutting it. Include this, I might not, because I'm looking crazy, but y'all already seen by this point how we got to this. I did dust it a little in the front. I didn't want to take off too much because I do love the way the wig falls in its natural state. And if anybody knows, when you have hair that is curly and straight, it's gonna fall different when you cut it in one pattern versus the other. Now I did put an elastic band on here because I realize my head, and I said this before in many videos, my head is not a true size medium. My head is in some places a small. It's probably more small than a medium if I'm being really honest with myself. But I'm always gonna get a medium wig because, like, one, what if my hair grows, and like being comfortable, and there's nothing worse than having a wig that is too small for your head. You know, if you're a wig wearer, you've been there, you gotta finagle it, you gotta finesse. It's like, it's just not worth it. I know y'all see this body. Y'all, I know y'all see this body. Look at this. I am gonna go in. It looks good here, but I just need, so I took it off mannequin head. Try it on. I'm gonna go in, I want to say on both sides. So I'm gonna go in and take down some right here, just on the inside, and then probably some right here, because I want it to be voluminous. I just don't want it to look like, right now it's looking crazy. Y'all can see it, like right here is too big. But while we wait, let's get into this body. Let's get into the body. And like I showed y'all in the last video, if you want it to come down a little bit, spray a little bit of water in your hand, and then like just take out some of the curls. So you would just go in like that, a little bit of mist, and then if you rub your hands through it, you still get the volume, but then it takes some of the curls down. Okay. But I like what it's giving. Back in with the hot comb, and I just kind of took down some of the volume that it had at the top, because it wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. Like, I wanted to look voluminous, I just don't want it to look like I got a helmet on my head. So I'm just going through, and you guys can see I'm just kind of casually combing through, like, again, like if it was a regular comb, not really staying in one place too long. I did end up adding a little bit more water to my hand just to make sure that, you know, hey, it's not too curl, because I do want more of like a blow dry curl. Clearly I can't get enough of combing this. I'm gonna move this part of the elastic band down a little bit if I can. I'm gonna be at work like, yeah, she just got her hair done. Who is she? That other wig that I got kind of needed. Yes. I know y'all see it, and I know y'all can see why. So now you know, if you get a wig from my friend AJ, you know how to make it look like salon perfect. Don't say Kim and put you on. I'm putting the girlies on. Now wait till I do a doobie. I think I'm gonna do it with a different wig, because if y'all remember this wig, y'all remember me telling y'all, hey, this wig need it. Yeah, so y'all gotta stay tuned for that, because that video is coming next.